know what you're going to get, and you're standing around for 12 minutes. Just it's killing the game, but no one cares about that. I think everyone loves the drama, the controversy. I'm sure there'll be 24-hour sort of discussion around it. I think that's what everyone wants. They're not interested in really that it's just killing the spectacle of the game. You know, if the referee saw that and then he needs to see that for 6 minutes, tell me what's clear and obvious about it, mate. Just the clear.
The Ange meltdown is massive. The Tottenham fan base losing their minds. A lot pretending to not be angry, to not be impacted by this. Their worst ever Premier League campaign. St Tottenham's Day, where Arsenal rubbed salt into the wound, beaten by one of their biggest rivals, Chelsea. And Big Ange, he's basically had a personality transplant. He cannot handle the losing. He's attacking his own fans, then lying about it. And here he is ripping into refs and VAR. And there is some hypocrisy in this. So sit with us, strap yourselves in, get the popcorn out, make a cup of tea, get a drink. It's a thing, a rare thing of beauty.
An explanation. What's clear and obvious about last night? We all sat on our couches and saw one replay and gone, oh my God. Tonight we sat there and we waited for 6 minutes for something that apparently the VAR official Jared Gill thought was clear and obvious.
It was a clear and obvious foul. It was a clear and obvious foul from Sarr. It was obvious what they were doing. The communication was bad, I agree. They were checking whether it was more than a yellow card offence because it was studs down on the knee. That's what they were assessing and talking about, I believe. We may see. What does he mean it wasn't clear and obvious? The timing, yes, poor. But it was a clear foul.
It's crazy, mate. It's madness, but we accept it. And when you accept something, I guess you have to take the fallout from it.
So I guess part of your issue then, or a big part of your issue, is the delay. But do you think that decision's wrong?
Look, Pat, you can try and force me into a corner.
You could try and force me into a corner. I am sick and tired of these managers doing this. They would get angry if Sky or the journalist reported based on assumption. If they assumed that they think Ange thought the decision was wrong, he'd go, I didn't say that. You're putting words in my mouth. At the same time, he's asking for a direct answer. Don't put me in a corner. And do you know why I'm sensitive to it? YouTubers are now doing this. Oh, do you think Garnacho is better than Rashford? Why are you asking me a direct question for? Why are you trying to get me to give you an actual fucking opinion? Why are you trying to make me give an answer, Terry, that I could one day be could be wrong on and have to answer for it? Why are you doing this, you bastard? Why are you trying to expose me? Everyone's become like this. Everybody's become a little bit of a bitch to answering a direct question. It's proper weird, mate.
I'm trying to push into it.
You are. Did you think last night was a red card? Was it clear and obvious? Yes, I say.
Yes, we all think it was a red card.
How many minutes did it take this referee to figure out whether it's clear and obvious? In your.
That isn't the question, though, Big Ange. That isn't the question. That isn't the question, my Australian mate. It's do you think the decision was right or wrong? Why can't you give a straight answer? What's your name? Don?
Just basic knowledge of human.
Oh my God! Basic knowledge of human. He's losing it. He's losing it.
Vocabulary. Clear and obvious. What does that suggest to you? That on the first replay, is that clear and obvious? If you have to watch something quite a few times, is that clear and obvious?
No, it's maybe not clear and obvious. I do think it's a foul, if I'm honest.
Okay, all right. Well, there you go.
Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
Okay. This is it, right? We all know the timing wasn't great. I think they're looking for more than just, is it a foul? I think they're looking at, is it a potential red card? Are we missing something? How physical was the contact? They're assessing it to try and get it right. We all want it to be faster, but it was the correct decision. The beauty in this from Big Ange, right? 100%. And you got this was Big Ange just over a year or so ago. The pressure has broken him. Take a look.
Managers should just manage their football clubs. I've never, and I never will, talk to a referee about the rules of the game. I was taught that you grow up and you respect the officials. You know what managers do? I'll tell you what managers do, me included. We try and find ways to bend the rules, to get around them.
Yeah.
Tell me what the rule is, and I guarantee you'll have a room full of managers processing how can I get around this. We're not the right people. And I get that people keep saying that. I don't agree with it. What I want is the best officials, always been upskilled to officiate the game. But I think it's so hard for a referee to officiate these days.
The different. This is when he was doing well, right? They'd just been beaten by Chelsea, I think, but they'd won 10 games. Remember, this is at the time when he was being referred to as the new Sir Alex Ferguson. All the headlines were, oh my God, Postecoglou shows how to handle a ref and VAR issues with dignity. He was becoming this kind of poster boy, as you say, of dignity, the new Fergie. He stopped Spurs being Spursy. The mask has slipped. This is the real him. This is the real guy. He's dead. He's dead. He's finished. He's dead and gone.
Supporters tonight, Ange. Well, no,
this is when he's being asked about cupping his ears to his supporters, which he did do. But take a look. Look at the reaction. Sorry, it's so funny.
What happened with you and the supporters tonight, Ange?
Watch it.
What happened with you and the supporters tonight, Ange? Well, no, because they booed the substitutions you made. Bergvall for Saar, and when Saar thought he'd scored, as soon as you looked at them, you heard the chants. You don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
To be happy, mate. We've just scored a cracking goal, so I wanted them to. I was listening. I wanted them to cheer because they haven't had a lot to cheer about.
The lies. First of all, I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean I cut my ears? And then he's like, you can see his brain working, right? Oh, shit. Think of an excuse. Oh, no, I just wanted to hear them cheer. I wanted them to be happy, right? This is the beauty of it. What's the actual footage?
And Spurs from nowhere are level.
He does this to the fans and then he waves. He clearly does it to go, who doesn't know what they're doing? Hi. That's what he's saying. But he's there trying to act shocked. And I've got to go see it again. We've got to watch it again. The reaction.
Tonight, Ange.
It's got to become a meme. It reminds me of Bill Cosby. When Bill Cosby did that sort of, it's like that. Oh, it's so beautiful. And he doubled down on it again later in a press conference. Listen.
Nice.
It's incredible how things get interpreted. We just scored. I just wanted to hear them cheer because we've been through a tough time, and I thought it was a cracking goal, and I wanted them to get really excited because I felt at that point we could.
It's like listening to a kid. Lie to his parents. You know what I mean? Why did you set the shed on fire? Oh, it was dark and I was just trying to look for your spade, Daddy, that you lost because I wanted you to be able to do the garden. You got very stressed, Daddy, when you couldn't find your shovel and your spade. And it was dark in there. So I lit the match so I could find your shovel for you, Daddy, because I wanted you to be happy again. I didn't mean to burn it down, but you poured petrol all over it.
Potentially go on and win the game. I just felt momentum was on our way. It doesn't bother me that it's not the first time they've booed my substitutions or my decisions. That's fine. They're allowed to.
Not the first time they've booed me. It's okay. Yeah, listen, Ange and Spurs are done. They are finished. They're finito. It's over. It just is. Take a little listen here to X's rant last night. It is a thing of... It's marvellous. It is marvelous. It is cinema. It is brilliant. Take a watch.
Looking like a car salesman, not a football manager. I should have known he was a fraud. You would never walk into the barbershop and choose the bald-headed barber to cut your hair, fam. So when I saw that Australian-looking Barry Evans, fam, looking more like he should be in Football Factory rather than be our football manager, I should have known. 16 losses in the league in 30 games, but you lot want to call me negative, blood. Chlamydia, gonorrhea, that's negative, blood. I'm real like Ja Rule and J-Lo, rude boy. And if we keep this manager, we may as well get Matt Murdock to drive the team bus, fam. Get Stevie Wonder. Get them both. These players are not playing for him. And if they are, this man is clueless. We've got no identity, fam. Like
Postecoglou, clueless.
Jason Bourne, fam. We turn up, we get turned over, and he watches. At this point, Ange Postecoglou will probably get indicted in the P. Diddy case, fam. Wearing football boots, getting stuck in. I used to see Conte on the training ground, wearing football boots, getting stuck in, blood. Even Mourinho. Ange, the only thing this brother's getting stuck into is fighting the fans at the end of the games.
Or a Big Mac.
I'm tired of this fraud Flintstone, One Direction manager, taking off our best players, you know. When we're losing, taking off our best players. He's an undercover policeman. He's undercover. He's an inside man like Denzel Washington. He's
great movie, that.
a virus with a surfboard. He's out of his depth. And let me tell you this, there's more chance of them calling him up as a contestant on the new Love Island than him winning the Europa League.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Listen, the rant there from X is amazing. Go and check out his channel. Go and support him. Go and subscribe. Go and listen to the whole match review. It's brilliant. But look, I'm enjoying the Spurs meltdown. And I'll tell you why. One, George, the amount of stick he's given me for how bad Man United are. And yeah, we're terrible. We're terrible. But at least we ain't Spurs. That's a saving grace. That's one. That's a friendly thing between two mates. But for me, I took the articles about him being the new Fergie. I took them very personally. Very, very personally. I took the singing of "We Got Our Tottenham Back." As a football fan, I took it personally. I couldn't believe what I was witnessing. There's so much about Tottenham that I grew up liking. My dad's a Spurs fan, a diehard Spurs fan. So I don't hated them because I always wanted them to do well for my dad. But some of the arrogance, and I don't put fans like X, I don't put fans like George, really, Kate, Henry that comes on our channel. Most of the Spurs fans we interact with, and I know a lot online, really good people. But it's some of the arrogance that they came with, the Fergie comparisons, the way they always like the way they talk about Chelsea's and Arsenal's. And I just think, I don't even understand how you're talking down to these clubs when they've achieved so much more than your club, especially in a modern day sense. And it's all come crashing down again. And we know the biggest problem here is Daniel Levy at the club and how they operate. There really, really is. But I am enjoying the meltdown. I am enjoying the collapse. I'd love to get your views. I'd love to get your opinions on this. And I do say, look, as much as I'm enjoying it, that's the fan in me. On a real level, Ange has got to go. The fans have got to try and force Daniel Levy out and better decision makers in, because I can't see improving for them in the long term. All banter aside, that's the serious part here. But do me a big, big favor. Hit the like and the share button. Please share this across your social media platforms. And look, everyone, enjoy St. Tottenham. Is it Tottenham's Day? Tottenham's Day? Whatever the phrase is, enjoy it. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. And we'll leave you Spurs fans to it.